in the backfield. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So the D-line's going to spread out. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what we're...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, he stays up and fights through one man. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Forte. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brissett to throw on first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On play action, Brissett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On second down, Brissett again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He'll look to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Brissett on first down. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A second down throw for Brissett. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
They run with Spiller, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Play fake, Brissett. Underneath to Spiller. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here's Spiller. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Elliott puts this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Brissett. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down throw for Brissett. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Forte. And some room to roam now. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep him out of the end zone.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Brissett. On the screen, complete to Spiller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Brissett now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brissett. Going deep for Diggs. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And to the air once more, it's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Open man, it's Cooper. He's got it for the Rams touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A second down throw for Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a...
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Second down, here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On play action, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brissett from the gun on third. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They go play action with Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down throw for Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Brissett. The left side caught by Diggs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play action now. Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Eluding the pressure right, and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the back goes into motion. Again, it's Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
A very solid gain of 27. Fresh set of downs here. They're going to look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. second down, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans. Not dropping into coverage, he comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2nd down and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.